There is a country on Earth that is being torn in two. Slowly. Silently. And the crack is getting wider every single year. This is Iceland. From above, it looks calm. Frozen. Peaceful. Waterfalls, glacier, endless open land. A postcard at the top of the world. But beneath that beauty, the ground itself is splitting apart. And here, in this valley, you can do something you cannot do anywhere else on land. You can walk straight into the crack. On your left, one piece of the planet. On your right, another. And the space between them is growing. So how is an entire country being pulled apart? To understand, we have to look beneath our feet. The Earth's surface is not one solid shell. It is broken into giant slabs of rock called tectonic plates. Think of them as enormous puzzle pieces, each 1,000s of kilometers wide. These plates float on a layer of molten rock below. Magma, which is simply rock so hot that it has melted into liquid. The plates are always moving. Slowly. A few centimeters a year. And Iceland sits in the worst possible place, right on the seam where two of the biggest plates meet. On one side, the North American plate. On the other, the Eurasian plate. And they are not pushing together. They are pulling apart. As they separate, a gap opens. And from deep below, molten magma rises up to fill it. This tearing seam runs for thousands of kilometers. But almost all of it is hidden, deep beneath the ocean. We call it the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Across most of the planet, you would never see it. It is buried under kilometers of dark, cold seawater. Except in one place, where the seam pushes so much molten rock upward that it breaks the surface of the sea, and builds an island. That island is Iceland. But there is something else hiding beneath Iceland. A second source of heat. A giant plume of superheated rock, rising from deep within the planet, like a blowtorch aimed straight up. This is why Iceland erupts far more than the rest of the ridge. This is why the country steams and hisses. The heat of the planet is right beneath the surface. It is why Iceland has geysers. Jets of underground water, heated until they burst into the sky. And it is why, in one flooded crack, you can dive between two continents. North America on one side, Europe on the other, close enough to touch both at once. Every year, the two sides drift apart by about 2 centimeters. It sounds tiny. But it never, ever stops. And every few years, the pressure building below becomes too much to hold. Deep underground, the molten rock forces its way upward, searching for a way out. And then, the ground tears open. A volcano is born, and the planet bleeds fire. Rivers of glowing lava pour across the land at over 1,000 degrees. And when Iceland erupts, the whole world can feel it. In 2010, a single eruption here threw a cloud of ash so vast that it shut down the skies over Europe, grounding 100,000 flights. A reminder that this hidden force is anything but small. But here is the twist. This is not destruction. As the lava cools, it hardens into solid rock. Brand new land, where moments ago there was nothing. That black sand beneath your feet was once liquid fire. Iceland is literally building itself, eruption after eruption. We have even watched it create land before our eyes. In 1963, off the southern coast, the sea began to boil. And in a matter of days, a brand new island rose up out of the ocean. Scientists named it Surtsey and watched the Earth give birth in real time. Fire and ice, side by side. glacier resting on top of the very volcanoes that could melt them. A land caught between creation and destruction, glowing under the northern sky. And this is what makes Iceland so extraordinary. It is not a strange exception. It is a window. The one place on Earth where you can stand and watch the very machinery that built every continent on the planet. So the next time you find Iceland on a map, remember what you are really looking at. Not solid, unmoving ground, but a living wound in the surface of our planet. A place where the Earth is slowly tearing itself in two, and creating brand new land inside the gap. It grows about 2 centimeters every year. Roughly the speed your own fingernails grow. And one day, millions of years from now, that crack will become an ocean. And Iceland will split into 2 separate lands. We will never live to see that day. But it is happening right now. Beneath the ice, beneath the fire, beneath our very feet. A planet that is never truly still. Always moving. Always alive. If this journey gave you even a small sense of wonder, consider subscribing to Phandoro Explorers, where we travel to the edges of everything. And tell me in the comments, which place, which mystery, which corner of the universe should we explore next? Your idea could become our very next film. Thank you for watching. And I will see you on the next journey.